What if I told you that you don't need a new diet, you don't need expensive supplements, and you don't even have to stop eating your favorite foods to control your blood sugar? All you need to do is change the order in which you eat. Yes, something as simple as what goes first on your plate could decide whether your blood sugar stays stable or shoots up like a rocket. And most people have no idea they're doing this wrong every single day. Let me explain. Picture a typical meal. You're hungry, maybe very hungry. The first thing you grab is rice, bread, pasta, or something sweet. Within minutes, your body starts breaking those foods into sugar. That sugar rushes into your bloodstream fast. Now your body panics a little. It releases a hormone called insulin. Think of insulin as a key that helps sugar enter your cells. But when too much sugar arrives at once, insulin has to work overtime. Here's the pattern interrupt you need to hear. It's not always what you eat that causes the spike. Sometimes, it's the order. Most people start meals with carbohydrates because they taste good and fill you quickly. But this creates a sudden rise in blood sugar, followed by a crash. And what happens after a crash? You feel sleepy. You crave something sweet. You want tea, coffee, or a snack. Sound familiar? Now here comes the simple science, no complicated words, I promise. Imagine pouring water onto dry soil. If you dump a bucket all at once, the soil cannot absorb it. Water spills everywhere. But if you place a sponge on top first, the water slows down, spreads evenly, and gets absorbed properly. Fiber and protein act like that sponge inside your body. When you eat vegetables or protein first, they create a soft net in your stomach. So when carbs arrive later, sugar enters the blood slowly instead of flooding it. And slow sugar is safe sugar. Here's something most people don't know. Studies have shown that simply eating vegetables before carbs can reduce blood sugar spikes by up to 30 to 40%. No new diet. No starving. Just smarter sequencing. Now let me ask you something. Do you ever feel extremely sleepy after lunch? Do you struggle to focus in the afternoon? Do you feel hungry again just 1 or 2 hours after eating? These are not random problems. They are often signs that your blood sugar is jumping up and down all day. Another pattern interrupt. Many people think sleepiness after meals means the food was satisfying. That's a myth. Sleepiness is usually your body recovering from a sugar spike. Let's bust another popular myth while we're here. Myth number 1, brown sugar, honey, or jaggery don't spike blood sugar. Truth? Your body still sees them as sugar. Order still matters. Myth number 2, if I'm not diabetic, I don't need to worry about blood sugar. Big mistake. Unstable blood sugar can lead to weight gain, constant fatigue, mood swings, stronger cravings, and over time, a higher risk of diabetes. This is not about fear. This is about awareness. Because small daily habits quietly shape your future health. Now you might be wondering, if the order is so powerful, what is the correct order? Good question. Here is the golden formula you should remember every time you eat. Fiber first. Protein and fats second. Carbs last. Let's make it practical. Start your meal with a small bowl of salad, sautéed vegetables, or even a handful of nuts. Then move to protein, dal, paneer, eggs, tofu, yogurt, chicken, fish, whatever fits your lifestyle. And finally, eat your rice, roti, or other carbs. Don't rush this process. Even a 5 to 10 minute gap between the first and last part of your meal can help. Here comes another retention reset. You don't have to eat less food. You just have to eat it in the right order. Now imagine your blood sugar staying steady, energy staying constant, fewer cravings, better mood, and easier weight control. All without feeling deprived. But wait, there's one more mistake people make. They drink fruit juice or soda with meals. Liquid sugar enters the bloodstream even faster because it doesn't need much digestion. If you want a drink, choose water. Even better, drink it before your meal instead of during. Here are a few pro tips that can quietly transform your health. First, add vinegar or lemon to your salad. Just a splash. The mild acidity can slow sugar absorption. It's a tiny change with a big effect. Second, move your body for 10 minutes after eating. A short walk is enough. Your muscles use some of that sugar immediately, so less remains in the blood. Third, never start a meal extremely hungry. When you're starving, you attack carbs first. Keep a small healthy snack earlier if needed. And here's a surprising one, cold carbs sometimes spike sugar less than hot ones. For example, cooled rice or potatoes form something called resistant starch, which digests more slowly. Most people don't know this, but even small temperature changes can influence how your body reacts to food. Now let's zoom out for a moment. You don't need perfection. If you change the order in just one meal a day, you are already helping your body. Health is rarely about dramatic transformations. It's about tiny decisions repeated daily. So starting today, when you sit down to eat, pause for just 5 seconds and ask yourself, what goes first? Because that one decision may protect your energy, your metabolism, and your future. Your body is always listening to your habits. Give it signals of stability, not chaos. And remember, controlling blood sugar isn't only for people with diabetes. It's for anyone who wants steady energy, a sharper brain, better weight balance, and long-term health. Now if this video helped you see food differently, do something your future self will thank you for. Subscribe to this channel for simple, science-backed health tips that actually fit into real life. Until then, start with your very next meal. Fiber first. Protein next. Carbs last. Small change, powerful results.